Peace be with you. Welcome back to my channel for another video, another spiritual download. If this is the first time that you are coming across my channel, I want to greet you by saying hey, hi, and hello. You're more than welcome to come on in, have a seat, stay calm. It's just a spiritual download and or downloads. Bring in your cafe latte, con leche. Listen, whatever you feel that you need to do. I will always come in the energy as best I can to support you in the energy, because I understand the accountability that you have over the energy that you decide to come in, be it good, bad, or indifferent, whatever the energy. Listen, I observe it. I don't absorb it, but I come in peace, love, and light. I pray that you're doing the same. All I ask as my disclaimer for anybody coming back new and or returning, shout out to my soul tribe, not to minimize the intro by not saying, hey soul tribe. My only disclaimer is that you come in with your higher self and that you leave what is not for you on the table for somebody else to take. I ask that you do yourself a favor by doing that. If you don't commit to nothing else, if you don't pick up no messages here and you don't do nothing else, at least commit to that. No matter what, even if you get triggered or even if you don't or whatever, if it's just confirmation, I need you to always take it to your higher self, sift through the information, and allow to come out what is for you, again, to resonate with your situation. Now, in that, you do have a spiritual responsibility to now go back to your perspective life and or go back and get in your lane. You're going to have to stay in your lane no matter what. You're in your lane right now, which is kind of, parallel right now by way of our paths, aren't we? Some of us are intersecting and some of us are the soul tribe members. All of us that are intersecting in terms of our path, we're soul tribe members. Listen, that is my minimum requirement. Again, that you come in with your higher self. I call upon the highest of white lights, only the highest of white lights. If there's anything other than that, listen, we know what to do with that energy. Don't we, Divine Collective? We support it. It has to serve some type of a purpose. And if it does not, it just simply has to return to its native state of absolutely nothingness. I'm going to go ahead and get into the energy. You got family members, friends that are trying to see what it is that you know about what they didn't know that you knew. Listen, you are intuitive. Archangel Michael, my beautiful divine ancestors and angels that have been assigned to me in this life and many, many lifetimes before. Can you please open up the truth, the light and the truth by way and permission of source of all things? Can you please do that for me, divine ancestors? And my spirit guides have a very great sense of humor. Why wouldn't they? The 8-8 portal is going to keep popping up. There is something that y'all are supposed to start, that you are starting right now. Between now and then, here lies the process, the death, transformation, and rebirth. Okay, it's only fitting that a fresh deck of saged cards would come out with the High Priestess. Unapologetically, very vibrantly, very calm, very knowing, very understanding, very caring, loving, kind, patience with temperance and balance, brotherly kindness, sisterly kindness. You are the beautiful, giving, loving, Piscean energy, overall energy for the collective as the High Priestess. When the High Priestess has to be introduced like that by way of being in spiritual court, listen, you have to know that there are some people that are really weighed down about this energy. The Ten of Wands is like ultimately like I'm on my last, my last of whatever the hell it is I got left. Because these people, for real, they're really in this Five of Pentacles energy. The Sun is here, Leo energy, okay? This fire keeps coming up because I truly believe that the divine spirit guides and or ancestors, all of these ascended beings that are interceding on our behalf, we thank you for your presence. Okay, what they're saying is that this fire that keeps coming up for the divine collective represents death and destruction. Fire. Some things, some people, places, and things simply had to be discarded. Seriously, ejected out of the atmosphere. And some of this is indefinite type of an energy. Remember, these people had lots of lifetimes to get this right. Something's real significant about Leo energy, that Lion of Judah, the lion, the king of the jungle, the sun, Ra, the sun, Yeshua, Hamashiach. I free all my sons. I love them, baby. Black diamonds and pearls. The meek rules the world. And guess what? And you walk right up to the sun. The sun. Hand in hand, we'll walk right up to the sun. We gon' land. The tables have turned. Hadassah, Hadassah, Hadassah. Hebrew, Shebrew for queen. Listen. Whoo! The ancestors are really rocking and rolling in court. Yeah, somebody, listen, okay, let me just explain a little bit off to the side as a little sidebar. Commercial motherfreaking break. In this energy, by way of you sitting in the high priestess energy in this sun, 8-8 is real significant. So into somebody. Ask the Most High to ask you who you need to pray for, and pray for that person as you're praying for yourself. It is a selfless act to humanity. Pray for somebody's health as you're praying for yourself. And if you're not able to pray for yourself, then you got some root work that you need to do, because you deserve to be healthy. You deserve to be happy. So mote it be. All you have to do is ask. You are the high priestess. Listen. Meanwhile, people who had imagined, okay, by way of their imagining faculty, very diligently, very consistently, very obsessively and desperately, they projected illusions onto you. They wanted you to have towers, and now they're weighed down about these towers. Would you not feel this way if the tower were on your back? Here's the beautiful thing, Divine Collective. You actually did have towers on your back before you ascended. You went through those cycles. You ate that energy. You digested it. And then you said, I call bullshit. You got rid of it. You got into your 8 of Cups. The tower's in reverse. The 10 of Wands and the towers in reverse, about you being the high priestess, about you being the sun, about you being the right hand of the Most High by way of doing your father's work, by way of the ascended masters. Okay, you're getting used to your new avatar body. What are you talking about? What you talking about? This is what it's giving. Okay? This was never going to happen. And even when people believed that it was happening, they celebrated this in darkness. They were glad with jubilee that things were seemingly weighing you down. But you always had a spiritual back strong enough to handle it, to carry it. You always had a head heavy enough to wear the crown. Whew. You always knew there's a lot at stake, and to whom much is given, much is required. And so you went through these towers. More than one, back to back, sometimes simultaneously, all at the same time. You did what you needed to do to make it through those cycles, and now you've surpassed these towers. Return to sender by way of the 10 of Wands, and you still are sitting in this high priestess energy, very loving and kind. out here freeing all your sons, all your daughters in the trenches, here to help your soul tribe. They are the ox in the ditch. Go get them. You're going to let my people go. My people have been set free. Listen, the Wheel of Fortune, Gemini energy, Mercury retrograde energy is what it's giving me by way of manifestation. Things are coming into fruition, and you have a cosmic ceremony going on in the ethers that is giving you the universal lottery ticket. I'm going to need you to get a bigger cup, Divine Collective. Because when I win, you win. When you win, I win. When our soul tribe wins, listen, we know what we got to do. It definitely won't be us preparing a table for ourselves in the presence of our enemies. That is something, that's a null and void contract. That time is done. It's over. It's been extinguished. It doesn't exist. By way of our imagining faculty, we do not see this energy. It's a real energy. Yet and still your intuition is on point. Yet and still people are going through something that has nothing to do with you anymore. You've passed that cycle. Beautiful spirit guides that have been with me all of my lifetime. Show me what it is I need to see. Yeah, I cannot make it up. You're going to get a lot of people returning, y'all. A lot of people trying to return, trying to let things die down. You know, there was a lot of smoke in the city, the judgment city. The city was under judgment. It still is. There's a lot of smoke in the city. So the Five of Cups is people in this Ten of Wands and or Towers energy. They're hoping on a prayer, hanging by a thread, hoping with all that they can that you're going to forgive them. When really, it's really not about you at this point. It was never truly about you. You were simply the sacrificial lamb. And you surrendered to the death. You surrendered to the death by your enemy. And then the Most High resurrected you each and every time to let them know they got to respect you. Okay, right. Law and order, spiritual law and order. Some of them are spiritually negligent. There's really nothing else to do. These cycles are permanently being disconnected by way of the spiritual timeline. You know how they say what goes around comes around? Well, that's something that's not coming back around again. That energy, that darkness, that hatred is not making sense because of the vibration with us going to the sun, hand in hand. The lovers is here. This is about peace, love, joy, kingdom family, kingdom spouses, right? Preparing a place in the presence of our soul tribe. Yeah, this is what this is really about. Queen of Swords, Aquarius energy, Libran energy, Aquarius energy, Age of Aquarius, the dreamer, the innovative energy, brain activity, Libra, balance and scales, Gemini, Mercury. Stop playing. Retrograde, Gemini. Come on now. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? This is all over the world. You could be guided to go to a certain place because Spirit could be guiding us all to eventually move and or be in the same place at some point. Or at least by way of knowing where our soul tribe is at a distance, being connected. How are we connected? Well, you know, just a commercial break. We are in the age of Aquarius. This is the age of technology. What are you going to use your technology for if you don't use it to connect with people all over the world? I don't understand. All of us need to be on a public platform. It is taking over the airwaves. This is why the air signs are here. Because remember the guy that used to be the god of this world, who we don't even mention his name, its name, that used to go to and fro looking for whom it can devour, he can devour, who he can possess. The Arthur of the air, always listening to see what you're asking for so that he could be El Diablo. But now that we're in the age of Aquarius, it is only fitting that air by way of wind would be here. Oya, energy by way of Ifa, the controller of spirits. The wind. After things have to be destroyed that really, honestly, are just not supporting the energy of the atmosphere and or the planet, Once we use this sun and this fire to burn it down, then we need that air to blow it away because it has to get out of our way. Ogun energy, machete energy. Your ancestor, right to left, left to right, clearing your path with a machete. Chopping down anything that got to go. This is the Queen of Swords energy. This is wisdom. This is growth. Jericho, Jericho, walls fall down. Walls fall down like Jericho. Jericho, Jericho, walls fall down. What you thought this was? I never got time for that. It should be Jericho, walls burn down. And the children of Israel marched around the wall of Jericho, and they shouted 7 times, and the wall fell, and the chains broke. Ooh, holy Zion. Ooh. That was a real heavy commercial break. I didn't even know we were in a commercial break. I had to remember where I was. I checked out for a minute. I was in the ethers, getting downloads. Like, what? Spirit? Are we levitating? Are we transcending? Are we understanding that we are the time machine? Listen, that could be deep for too many people. We'll go over that in class. I'm going to start holding classes. Listen, the Empress is here. Empress energy. I'm being guided to take it. It's only right. It's only fitting for this particular spread. By way of the High Priestess, by way of the Empress, by way of the Queen of Swords, the lovers. People love you. The Tower. You destroyed the freaking veil. Ain't no veil, boo. What veil? You have celestial beings that are interceding on your behalf to go about your destiny. You are somebody that matters, my divine collective. The world actually needs you. You matter in the world. Ooh. When the Most High needs you to do a job, I don't even know if there's enough gratitude or humility in the presence of the Creator of all things, source of all things, that is omnipresent, all dimensional, right? That sees fit to still use us. As long as you have breath in your body, you are being used by the Most High to do something great. That in itself brings me joy. I love what I do. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. I used to make like $10,000 a month at a job that I hated. Well, eventually it was time for me to go. Let me not say that, right? But I learned very early on that money wasn't going to make me happy. It wasn't that I hated the job. I loved it when I got it. But then there came a time that Spirit wanted me to leave, and I was still holding on to my stability. But go where? This is what I do. How am I going to make money? And then the passion wasn't there. This is how you know that it's time for you to ascend. Do not prevent your own ascension. We'll discuss that in class. I'm going to need you to bring a notebook and bring your higher self. The Magician is here. Gemini energy. Gemini is very, very heavy. Gemini represents communication. Gemini represents the what, when, why, where. The universe is answering, giving you answers. Okay? Gemini is the communicator. Communicating what it is that you want by way of your desires. In the ethers, the Wheel of Fortune is Gemini. The Lovers, Gemini, listen. Queen of Swords, Gemini, listen. Mercury retrograde. The Tower, Scorpionic energy. Scorpio and the Empress with the Libran energy is saying ascend or die. Literally. Literally. Change or go. This is where we're at. Change or go. Some of these people won't make it out to complete all of the towers that are going back to them by way of what the universe is balancing out by way of the Libran energy, justice, and judgment. Mayat got her own army. Can we just stop there first? Mayat has her own army. Shango has his own army. They're being guided by the Creator of all things. They're jumping through all kinds of portals and dimensions. They are doing everything in the ethers to block. They are the powers above us. For there are a lot of things that are above me. And there are some things that are below me. But there are some powers above me that are being ordained by the Most High God to help the divine ones. Because we've cried out for help collectively. And so it could very well look like a catastrophe before it looks like it's all making sense. That's okay. That's just a dark night of the soul. It's only an illusion. You know what to do with that. Listen, you can catch fire. You are the stratosphere. You are the cosmos. Listen, you are the motherfucking Hierophant. You are the Hierophant. Archangel Michael has his own camp. The Most High gave them all their own army. Each and every last one of your divine ancestors has arisen. They're rising to the occasion. They knew that the time would come where they would be getting justice. And they're doing it by way of you. You cried out and you gave them permission to intercede on your behalf. That was all you needed to do. Was surrender. The Hierophants, spiritual practitioners, teachers, leaders, guides, spirit guides. In the physical realm, though. All spirit, though. I just seen somebody just throwing light. Like the light is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I just see people throwing light. Light workers, star seeds, moon children, love child. The moon children are definitely balancing out that darkness under that moon, aren't they? They just needed a reminder by way of their intuition and by way of the Most High being the creator of all things, lest we forget. Listen. But even in that, understanding the relationship that we have with the Most High, that it's very special. And so you should wear this title as such. So special that you are in service to all of humanity. People think we come up like, oh man, yes, I am the Empress. Kiss my ass and eat my BS. Listen, no, you're not going to put a plate of bullshit on my plate and tell me it's a filet mignon and charge me $99.99. Listen, this is what it is. We don't come in that energy. We come as a servant. The Empress is a servant to the divine. We do what the divine tells us to do by way of being an ascended master. When the master realizes that the master is always going to be a student when it comes to the creator of all. By way of each and every death and transformation, you get into how can I serve humanity type of an energy. They think you come like, oh yes, I'm the Queen of Swords. I know everything. Anybody that feels like they know everything need to just check out. Because this evolution is deep, boo. Anybody that believes they know everything, you'll realize that you know absolutely nothing. This is how dynamic and layered the dimensions are. You will know a lot more than a lot of people. Let's be clear. How you wear that hat is up to you, and we're wearing it with grace, mercy, respect, and honor to the divine for blessing us to do all of these amazing things by way of being the true alchemists, the true sweethearts of the cosmos. They're dancing in the ethers. You are the High Priestess. Anything else, Holy Spirit? My beautiful divine spirit guides, my beautiful angels who have been with me all my lifetimes, I thank you. Yeah, show me what I need to see. What is it that I need to let my people know? Listen, temperance is here. The war angels were loose. There are things that are literally being destroyed. There are towers that's the last tower. I just heard the last time was the last time. Can you imagine being a part of a universe that allows you some type of resurrection and or ascension to where you can keep coming back? Some of these people are not coming back. They're trapped. But again, they've racked this karma up by way of all their lifetimes. This is a stiff-necked people. This is giving me ancestors whooping ass. By way of the Knight of Swords gives me war, being sharp, wisdom. I'm getting Knight of Swords. By way of the Queen of Swords, wise. Our young people are wiser. Seven of Swords. We're being very, very, we're being seen as being like mysterious, I guess. Because there's some things that they can't see. The Seven of Swords is how they see us. That's interesting. They can't figure it out because they do not have spiritual access, right? Somebody's trying their key. They're like, this damn key don't fit the door. No, boo, what are you talking about? You got your keys taken on that last tower that you went through. You missed it because the Most High smoted your mind. The creator of all things said, if you don't bow down to me and get out of this darkness, when I tried to help you for all of your lifetimes, I have to get rid of you because now I have more than enough people that are awakening and they're really being about my work. So now you going to and fro looking for whom you can devour is no longer an option. Look at what you've done to the world. You didn't jump through portals to follow these divine beings. You didn't done this every single lifetime. Plot twist, this is your last lifetime. Because it says in the prophecy, I don't care what holy book you decide to pick up, the message is the same. It's just written in different times, at different lands, the hieroglyphics, the pyramids, it's the same story. That's why Isis and Oshun sound like the same people. Listen, maybe they were. Maybe Oshun came back as Isis in another life. Maybe she came back again as Cleopatra. I don't know. But I know, listen, justice is here. Balancing the scales, 3 of Wands. Soul tribe, finding your people at a distance all around the world. The Emperor and the Empress is matching up balance. That's just giving me everything within you being balanced. When I see the Emperor and I see the Empress, I think of masculine, feminine energy being balanced out. New friendships. In this, we're really like sustaining ourselves on the planet, y'all, with this good energy. You need to know this. Just you being happy no matter what, always solving any issue with, optimism and wisdom by way of the Queen of Swords, knowing what needs to go and what needs to get out of your way by way of listening to your intuition as the High Priestess, knowing when to use your fire, the sun, and knowing when to balance out the scales and go within by way of Libra and Empress energy. There are people here that hold the keys to call judgment, y'all. Like every single God and deity and spirit is on our side in the underworld and the realms. This is our moment to balance out the energies by way of love and light. Oh, listen, let's go ahead and just see what the angels got to say. Divine Collective, I need a message, my beautiful angels who have been with me all my lifetimes. 9-9. Also upside down is 6-6. Very significant. Listen, it says it is time to get to work, Divine Collective. The realization of your soul's mission in life. You need to recognize that. It's time. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. I am courageous. This is when you totally, literally, deliberately, finally eliminate fear. And you really recognize it for what it is. Like, seriously. Yeah. 4 of Swords is thinking. Four, 4, 4 is very significant. Why is that 4, 4, 4 here? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. It's in order. 3 of Cups, 4. 3, 4. I just got real clear because I got a lot of downloads, but I'm going to choose the one that I feel I need to say. Somebody is literally becoming physically ill by way of seeing you celebrate and be celebrated. When I say it's physically making them ill, it's anger, resentment, hatred, unforgiveness, selfishness, pride, ego. That is the spiritual, emotional reasons for why the body is now manifesting something by way of a physical ailment. It is all because this person is giving you the evil eye. The High Priestess, somebody that is marked by the Most High. That's why you have a special birthmark. That's why you have a mole in a very special place, because you're marked. You're special. That's why you have a dimple right there, because you're marked. That's why you got that little mark in the center of your forehead. I got a circle within a circle in the center, right in between my eyes. And I've asked my mother all my life, what is that? not knowing I was selected. And I had a dark voodoo grandmother that I remember being 6 months old. I had to have been very, very little because I was laying on what appeared to be a changing table. There was a Bible there and there was a candle. And I remember she burned me on my left leg with a cigarette. Whew, she too knew who I was. She made peace with herself. Maybe she got a chance to come back. Either way, I'm going to let the lineage free. I remember that. I remember one time she put my shoes on and they were like a size too small. And my father was very upset at my grandmother. And I think back to that now. Oh, she was trying to bind my path. Okay. This is who I've always been. But guess what? It's all good. Rest her soul. She died last year, 6 months before my father passed. On the same day as her husband who passed previously, she died on the same day. My grandmother died on the same day as her husband. 4 months after my father passed, my grandfather on my father's side passed away. Whew. And it hasn't even been a year. If I told you what it took for me to get here and why I am so passionate, it's because there were people that were sacrificed for me to sit in the seat. Spirit cleared the path. And I asked the Most High to give my grandmother favorable judgment in death. And the Most High granted my wishes. And I asked the Most High, please, please, Most High, can you please give my father a favorable judgment in death? And the Most High granted my wishes. And I asked again, I said, hey, Most High, it's me again. I know I called you like 3 times in the last 33 minutes. Listen, can you please give my grandfather a favorable judgment in death? And the Most High granted my wishes. And the Most High says, now go forth and tell the divine collective what I did for you. And this is why I'm sitting here on today at this time and this hour with all this passion and love. The Chariot is here. Listen, this is about willpower. Moving forward. King of Swords is matching your energy by way of the Queen of Swords. It's only right with the Empress and the Emperor being here that the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords would be together by way of the Lovers. Listen, there's a lot of competition, but there's really no battle. We're not even in that mindset. This doesn't exist because your lineage is getting a favorable judgment in death. There are angels that are allowing certain tormented ancestors to be free. This is why we always say, my divine ancestors, listen, commercial motherfucking break. I hate to hurt your feelings, but I'm going to have to hurt your feelings to wake you up. I'll do whatever it takes to get your attention. But all your ancestors was not nice, boo. Why you think you got to bind the spirit of depression in your lineage? That ain't even your energy. But I heard the Most High say very, very clearly by way of me meditating and sitting and just really asking, what is it that you need me to say? I heard very clearly the sins of your forefathers will not fall on your offsprings. And you've been freed up from the lineage, literally. This is why people are passing away in your family. Because it's time for them to be free. Some of them didn't want to change. Okay. The King of Cups is here. Scorpio, Pisces, and or Cancerian energy. There's a lot of love at the soul tribe. You're showing a lot of love. So there's just some things that just cannot coexist in the same space, time, or whatever we want to call it, because we know that time is an illusion. It's really just one big awakening. Even with your many, many lifetimes that are meshing all together, listen. And that's on that. That's on Mary Had a Motherfucking Lamb. A little lamb at that. Okay? Listen. This is the transformation. I was waiting on Scorpio to come out. This is death. These future generations will live for thousands of years because they're going to figure it out. We're going to leave them with the new living word. If you were one of the books and the scribes, by way of the tabernacle, by way of the book of life, by way of the Akashic records, the Bible, the Quran, what would be your story? As we read about the story about Paul and Moses, how they were killers and murderers and the Most High turned them into apostles. What's going to be your story? What are you leaving? Because remember, the goal, divine leaders, is for the younger generation to wake up and get it sooner than you did. Everybody's not going to make it. That's unfortunate, but it is a fact. The Three of Pentacles is us working together for the greater good of humanity. These unions that are coming out, they're very, very divinely blessed. A lot of you will be with your divine soulmate, literally just having starseed babies, meditating throughout the pregnancy, abstaining from everybody touching your womb. We're talking about giving birth to some gods by way of the Most High God. Meanwhile, this normally means walking away, but in this particular spread, it means you're walking towards the light. You see the way this person has their back in this Eight of Cups energy? I just heard living my life like it's golden. I just heard following the yellow brick road. The Great Awakening. Oh, I went through hell. Oh, that's fine. Just keep going. You see that down there? That's where you need to be. Just keep going. It's just a shadow and it's behind you. It can't do anything for you at this point, but just be a good lesson. And you need to make some peace with it. This is your reading. I love y'all. Wherever you are on the planet, I pray that you are doing well. I know that you are doing well. I am getting those personal readings out. I just had to come out to the Divine Collective. I was about to do somebody's read. I'm like, wait a minute. Hold up. Spirit got something for the Divine Collective. I free all my sons. If I rule the world, imagine that. Imagine it, literally. I free all my sons. I love them, baby. I love y'all. Black diamonds and pearls for the little boys and girls. My sons. We walking right up to the sun. All races, all colors, by way of the Rainbow Spiritual Coalition all over the world. Listen, I love you. Okay? I'll see you in the next video. I'll be back soon. Peace be with you.